Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know a typical Monday is usually a grocery haul, but I decided this time, since it's Thanksgiving week, I did not want to fight the grocery stores, and I thought this would also be a really good week to do another meal prep video. I think we can all safely say that we're probably going to overdo it on Thanksgiving. Whether we plan to or not, we're going to eat more than we plan. It just happens. So I thought this would be a really good week too for myself to meal prep. And I thought I would share those ideas with you guys. So if you guys enjoy this video, please do give it a thumbs up. I appreciate it. So I just got home from Starbucks. Haven't even drank this yet. I got myself an Americano with some room in it, just plain, and I'm just adding a little bit of this flax milk to it so we can sit back and chat and prep our food. Let's give it a whirl. Oh, coffee. Oh, the coffee gods. Oh, it's so good. I have been back on my Americano kick, guys. I love them. They're delicious. I recommend them. So anyway, a couple weeks ago, I did a meal prep for you guys, and it was kind of similar to this, very kickback style, and we came up, I think, with like 3 different ideas, and I kind of want to do the same thing for you guys. And actually, this is kind of how I like meal prep, if you can see that or not, I don't know. I kind of write down my ideas, and then what I need, grab everything out on the counter, and I'm good to go. My first thought was actually to make some breakfast burritos, which I actually have shown before. It's just been a while. I think I did a specific meal prep video for them. But you know, I watched a girl recently named Amanda, and I think her channel name's Simply Mander. She's kind of a bodybuilder, CrossFit girl. She's not vegan, but I do like to watch some of her grocery hauls and some of her meal preps and stuff. She actually does a lot of meal prepping, except she really doesn't like to do full meals that are all like put together at a time, because she's like, you know, day to day, you're kind of going to maybe want a little bit more protein in one meal, or you're going to want a little more carbs in one meal, or whatever it is, right? So she likes to make everything in bulk, and then throughout the week you grab a scoop from that pile and this pile and this pile, and it works, and you can kind of amend it as you go. And I was like, you know, it's actually really smart. Plus, you don't get as sick of meals. Maybe you can always make a different type of option together versus the same thing over and over. I don't always mind them, especially when Nate and I share them typically. If they're the same all the time, I pretty much eat the same things over and over anyway, but I liked her idea. I really did. So when I wrote breakfast burritos, I kind of thought of that, and I went, you know, there may be days where I don't really want the full burrito, but I want that tofu scramble or egg scramble, like a traditional one, if you're not vegan. And so, you know what? I scratched off my breakfast burritos, and I was like, nope, I'm gonna do a tofu scramble. And throughout the week, I can always put that in a tortilla, add whatever else I want to it to make a breakfast burrito, or I can just have the tofu scramble on its own. So we're gonna make that. But that's kind of where my thought process is, and that's why it's literally X'd out, because I was like, that's what I thought of. So the next 2 I want to make are going to be very similar, so it's kind of cool because it'll be something that's a change up, but still like not a lot different to prepare, so it's easy and it's fast. And I'm going to do some tofu and veggie kebabs. Now I have these skewers here that go to my air fryer. Actually, it comes with a little basket, and you can set them on there when they're all filled up, and you can do it in the air fryer. And that was my original plan. I love making the kebabs on there. They're delicious, but I decided actually I'm gonna take my skillet pan here, and I'm gonna make them on these skewers still, but I'm gonna do it on the skillet pan so you can see them a little bit better. But also, I know a lot of you don't have an air fryer, so I just thought that could be helpful too, so you can see it without that. We're gonna do that as well, and I'm gonna pair one of those dishes up with some banza pasta, which I've been loving. It's that chickpea pasta, so I do have some water going back here to heat up so we can boil that. And then last but not least, I'm gonna also do cauliflower stir fry mixed with lentils, put with some of our veggie kebabs as well. And I think these would be really, really good meals to stay on track this week, even if we go a little astray on Thanksgiving itself. So, enough said, let's do it. Alright guys, and to start, I am literally going to take the vegetables that I have, and I'm going to chop them up so that we can get them on those skewers. And this is a really great way to clean out your fridge, whatever you have left. Like I said, I normally would have a grocery haul for you guys today, and since I didn't go, I'm gonna just use what I have left, and that way I can restock and not waste anything when I do make it to the grocery store. It's just a good way to like not have things go to waste. Even these bell peppers here we didn't get to this week, and they're not bad, but they're starting to, and this is gonna salvage them for sure. So I'm just chopping these up, however, whatever shape you want. I actually do like them to be a bit thicker though. I feel like when you're grilling something or cooking something up, I like to have it like not become mushy, especially when you're gonna probably reheat it later throughout the week. So this year for Thanksgiving, like pretty much all of our previous years, we're gonna go to my parents' house and my mom's gonna be doing all the food and stuff. So I kind of get off the hook. To be honest, I do. I don't have to worry about like doing the grocery shopping and all this craziness out there for Thanksgiving to host here. So I like I said, I get off the hook. But I am gonna pick up, I think, we'll see. Actually, you know what? I have some of those Gardein turkey cutlets with gravy in our freezer still, and I might take those over there. But she's working on like making like traditional sides that aren't always vegan, but like pulling some out halfway through, and like mashed potatoes instead of using regular milk or regular butter. She's gonna pull the potatoes, put some almond milk or veggie stock, that's always good in there too, and vegan butter in it. And so we're gonna makeshift it. Maybe like green bean casserole, she'll pull out some green beans and just do like some cooked up green beans for us, which is very nice. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. Just really kick back. What are your guys' plans for Thanksgiving? And if you're vegan, I want to know, even if you're not vegan, it's all good. But if you are vegan, are you hosting? Are you going somewhere? Are you going somewhere that isn't going to cater to being vegan? What's your plan? Let me know. Sound off. I don't know how I'm really cutting these, but we're just doing it. I feel like onion is one of those that like has to be in this though. Onion gives so much flavor. But if you hate onion, don't use the onion. So I have some of this firm tofu from Trader Joe's. I have 2 of them. I'm gonna use one for the tofu scramble and then the one here for our kebabs. So what I'm gonna do is I just took it out, or opened it and drained it, but it's still pretty wet. And I have some paper towels here. Sorry if my eyes start looking red because this onion is strong. I can feel it. And dry it off a bit. It doesn't have to be perfect, but a little bit. I should move my trash can closer. That'd be smart. Now we're just gonna cube this up. Okay, so since I can already hear that coming to a boil behind me, this is the Banza pasta I'm gonna use. This is the penne one, and I'm gonna do the whole box. And that's 4 servings, and it's 25 grams of protein for it. So we're gonna throw this in there. And I've had this now before multiple times, and I really, really like it. I think the key, and someone else mentioned this too, is don't overcook it. Otherwise it can get kind of mushy. So maybe underdo it again a little bit too, for the fact that you're going to be reheating it through the week again as well. So on this one in particular, it says to go for 9 to 11 minutes. So I'm gonna do like 8 minutes and check on it. So while that's going, I'm gonna start putting my kebabs together. So basically, you just take your pieces, use your skewers. You can use wooden ones, whatever you have. But since I had these for the air fryer, I'm just gonna use these. There is no right way. And go ahead and add your onion, add your veggies of choice, add your tofu. You'll be good to go. If you guys missed yesterday's vlog, if you're watching this real time, I do have a giveaway going on right now, guys, for a planner, which I love. I'm loving it. I really am, because I got one too. And so be sure you enter that, because it should be still going for a full week. You guys are excited about that. And you know what else I realized? So that vlog went up yesterday, and I have one more vlog for this coming week. Then that is it till Vlogmas, which is crazy. I only have 4 of these skewers here, so I'm gonna have to probably do some batches just because I don't have enough like sticks, but the more you have, the better, especially if you're using like a skillet pan. Just line them all up. You'll be good to go. The cool thing with this too, like, even if you're kind of like me, where you're on a weight loss journey and you are trying to really watch your calories and stuff, and you do track them, This is so low calorie, guys. This is vegetables. This is hardly anything. So point being though too is you can really bulk up your meals with this and eat a lot of them still guilt-free, you know? That's what's so great about eating vegan too, cleanly. You can really eat a lot. You really can. Just depends what you choose, you know? All right, so there's 4 of them. Definitely have to do some batches here. All right, so this is heating up. I have it on the highest temp at 400 degrees. I really want them to char up as much as possible, but I'm gonna put them on here to get them started. I have not seasoned them yet. This is very non-stick, so I'm not even oiling this or anything, but I am gonna use a little bit of cooking spray on the side here, just so that the seasonings do stick to it. So just a bit. And then I'll do it on the other side when we flip them. But I have here some garlic powder, some Italian seasoning, and that should be good. To be honest, I'm very simple. So put whatever you want. When these are almost done, I might go ahead and add a little bit of coconut aminos too, just to kind of soak in there as well. I'll tell you too, it's kind of cold out now, because meal prepping in the summer, when you're cooking and it gets all hot, it's just not as fun, right? Like when it's cold out, I almost say get out your like griddle pan because it feels good. Actually, the truth is too, I think one of the keys with meal prepping, sometimes it can be so daunting and you don't feel like doing it. But I have the TV on behind you guys right now. I just have it muted. But just pick a time when it's just you and you don't have a lot of other distractions going on. Turn on your favorite shows, favorite movies, whatever. Just kick back, get a coffee. That's all part of meal prepping. It just is. It doesn't have to be this daunting task, you know? And I think it's really important that you keep things simple. 1, it's usually gonna mean it's gonna be a lot healthier. 2, it's not as daunting and it doesn't become such a chore, you know? That's my little 2 cents on that. We went bowling last night with just me and the kiddo. Nate had to work, but we went with our like gym fam. That's what we call them, the gym fam. Our coach actually did like a client appreciation night. It was really nice, really nice. And we went bowling. Realized it was the first time that our kiddo has bowled, and he's pretty good. So I think we might actually go again sometime this week with Nate on his day off, and because the kiddo's out of school for the week too, for the break, and we might do it again. It was fun. It was really fun. All right, let's see how these are doing. Oh yeah, I hope you can see that. They're already browning up. Be sure you use tongs though, guys, even though the little like stick isn't hitting actual pan, it's hot. I assure you. I wanted to show you how simply you could do kebabs, but let's be real. I have extra to make here. I don't have all day, that's the point. So I'm gonna throw the rest on here, but we're gonna act like they're still kebabs. Okay. I'm here to give you ideas, but I'm here to keep it real too. I have our pasta noodles here. They look great, and I have my containers here for this batch of meal prep, so I'm gonna start putting them in here. And again, this box makes 4 servings, which actually makes it simple too. If you want to stay true to the serving size, just of course, put this in 4s. I have 3 containers right here. So I'm going to grab one more actually to keep it true to the serving size. Sometimes I'll, up it or do less even, depending on what it is I'm pairing with it. All right, so these are about there. Just again, go as long as your preference is. And I'm actually gonna take our kebabs here. I'm gonna do like 2 for sure per serving. And I'm just actually gonna put them in there on this stick since I did the rest, the lazy way. Actually, I'll just go ahead and put some of the coconut aminos on top. In here, tofu, of course, is great protein. I'm also going to put some of this nutritional yeast on top of the pasta. Very, very good. I love this combination. Very good for you too. And I just put a little bit of water on top of the noodles when I go to reheat it, like literally even off your fingers, just a little bit. And it will make kind of a sauce right there when you heat it up. It's really good. Here's your first set of meals completed. Good stuff. All right, so moving on to the tofu scramble. So this is super, super simple. I've showed it many times. I have this linked below on my website even for the recipe fully. So I'm gonna show this to you quickly. And this is very basic. Now with that said, you can change this up 100 different ways and add a ton of different things to it. If you wanna get fancier with it, I will tell you soy rizo. Oh my goodness, if you put that in here too, yeah, it's not as healthy, but it is so good. Normally I would actually take and put some spinach in this too, and I'm completely out. That's bad. But just to show that you can still make this even without a lot of ingredients you might normally use. You'll see that I'm doing here is literally just taking this and crumbling it up. Very, very easy. And you don't have to pat this dry or anything. I don't find that it makes a difference at all in this type of meal. If you want this to truly have an egg-like flavor, I'm going more so personally for the consistency of a scrambled egg versus truly the flavor. You are going to definitely want to have the ingredient black salt, because that actually has a very sulfury taste to it and will mimic eggs a lot closer. So be sure to add that to this if you do want that. But again, for me, I actually just like the texture of it, but I don't mind like the flavor of this. From here, I would normally just take this, start heating it up, kind of browning it up and stuff. But again, you don't even have to do that. So we're gonna even be really simple. And I'm gonna add some garlic powder to this. And as much as you want, doesn't matter. And I'm also going to add turmeric. This is very important because, I mean, again, if you don't have it, it's not the end of the world, but one, it's very good for you. Two, it gives it the color. It gives it that yellowy color like eggs. And you can really psych someone out with this for sure. So put a good amount of turmeric. I love turmeric. I have it daily. I have like the capsules, and I will take those. They're really great for an anti-inflammatory. But funny enough, if you did not know this, you need to pair turmeric with pepper. It is important to actually absorb into your body. Craziest thing. If you do take like a pill form, it's already all mixed in for you, so you don't have to worry about it. But when you're cooking with it, you want to add pepper. So let's add pepper. And just like you do with scrambled eggs, at least I believe people do, it's been a while, is you add some milk to it. I'm just taking some flax milk. That's kind of the liquid you're putting into it that kind of like absorbs all these flavors. Kind of looks like this. We're going to cook it up and you've got a scramble. Simple as that. Again, the idea behind that is that throughout the week, I can do what I want with it. I'll have it in its own container. I can have it just like that. I can add veggies to it. I can put it and make a breakfast burrito, whatever I want to do, but that way it is just ready to go. And basically you want to cook this up until all that liquid we added from the milk is absorbed. And then you're pretty much good to go. It's done. So here is the scramble all done. Isn't that color great? I even put maybe a little too much turmeric, but I love it, so it's okay. So I'm gonna slightly change this up, and I'm gonna use the tip that I gave you in the beginning of this video, and instead of making this a complete meal with more tofu and veggies, I'm just gonna stick to making this cauliflower stir fry here from Trader Joe's and pairing it with these lentils here. And throughout the week, again, I can add whatever I want to this to complete it, but to be honest, this will be actually kind of a complete meal in itself, more than likely, because this is really gonna help bulk it up. But again, that's the whole point too, is that like if you're really, really hungry, eat more. If you're not, this is enough, you know? So I wanna share this with you because it's really, really good. This cauliflower stir fry is my hands down favorite. You guys have heard me say it before, and sometimes I eat the whole bag at a time. The good part with that is it's still guilt-free, because even if I eat this whole thing, it's only 250 calories. That ain't bad. Lentils are an amazing source of protein, good carbs as well, and I like to incorporate these into my diet too, and this is an awesome way to do it. If you've never had lentils before, there are these ones right here that we get from Trader Joe's as well. We love them. These are already cooked, ready to go, so you can just eat them cold. And I do that a lot on salads, or you can heat them up too and eat them warm. Again, if you've never had them before, I would say they're pretty comparable to like a black bean. In flavor, something close to that. and I love them. I really recommend them. So I'm gonna let that go for a little bit. Normally when I make that, I usually let that go for a good 8 minutes or so, because again, I like to get it all browned up. Now with the lentils, like I said, it's already cooked through. It doesn't need to really be cooked. They're not hard or anything like that. And I don't think they really need to be browned up. So I'm gonna keep that separate as far as cooking it like first. And when that is done and we put it into our container, I'll add it in there accordingly. So that is pretty much it, guys. That is it. It's so easy to do. And I'm so glad that you guys really enjoyed my last meal prep video, because I hadn't done one in a long time. And I kind of got away from it. I did. And then you guys were like, you know, you've inspired me to meal prep. And I was like, you know, I inspired myself to meal prep because it's really easy, and it's easy to fall off track, and this is easy to stay on track. So I really am glad you liked it, because it got me back into it too. So win-win. I will say too, I would definitely take the step of cooking them through, whether you really cared if it's browned up or not. It definitely holds a lot of moisture since it's frozen, and we're talking cauliflower. Everything in that is vegetable, and it holds a lot of water, so I think it's cooking away right now. But I think that if you were to just put these into a bowl and then heat it up in the microwave midweek, it just would be mushy, and that's not good. So take this step for sure. It's simple though, you're just letting it go. All right, my friends, that is good. Oh, I want to eat this now. So I'm gonna put it in this container here. Sorry if you hear that dog barking. That's usually my cue though, guys. We're almost done. And I'm going to take a good size cup here of lentils. This is actually 3/4 cup, so I'm just making it a heaping one. And mixing that in. Now, I've mentioned to you guys too, I like to take this stir fry sometimes and mix in like a veggie patty or something like that too. It's very good, and it's a great way again to add some more protein and also just fill you up if you're really hungry. So this kind of does that too, and it's even a little bit better for you. So there's that. I'm gonna put a little bit more. And then we have the rest of these lentils here for throughout the week too, again to like add to salads and stuff. Good to go. So that is everything, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you guys have a great, great day. I will have one more video out before Thanksgiving, possibly on Thanksgiving, but probably before. And I hope you guys do have a great, great week. Set your goals, stick to them as best you can. This helps. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys very, very soon.